Hi, I'm Tom Bradford. This is episode 3 of my series on how to secure residency and citizenship for you and your family in Ireland through business and investment. In this episode, we're going to be looking in some more detail at the Immigrant Investor Programme, specifically the charitable donation route. In episode 1, I talked about the incubator visa route, which involves setting up a new business with support of a nominated incubator and no upfront investment. I also talked in episode 2 about the 50k route, which involves proving that your startup is high potential. And in this video on charitable donation and in investing 500,000, we're going to look at this one in a bit more depth. All of these routes, of course, have advantages, disadvantages, and different requirements. The other options, which I'm covering in the next episodes 4, 5, and 6, cover the other paths. So just for completeness, you can make an enterprise investment of 1 million euros, so into a business in Ireland. You can invest 1 million euros into an investment fund, or lastly, you can pay 2 million euros into a real estate investment trust. So a range of options available for you, ranging from no upfront investment at all through to investment at the 2 million euro level. Let's have a look into more detail then at the charitable donation route. Just like the Startup Entrepreneur Programme, the charitable donation option allows you and your family to secure residency in Ireland and after 5 years apply for citizenship. Now, what constitutes a charitable donation? Well, it's also called an endowment, which means it must have a clear public benefit. This means it must be a payment towards furthering a project in the arts, sports, health, culture, or education fields. You can't receive any return from it. It's a gift, in other words, a philanthropic contribution. You will have to provide details of how the beneficiary of your charitable donation will use the funds. There must be a resulting public benefit in Ireland. This option is perhaps the most interesting one if you already engage in philanthropy and would like to support projects benefiting the public in Ireland. It's a natural fit in that case. It's one of the more straightforward options, I think, for securing Irish residency. And this is just because once the investment has been made, there aren't any additional financial obligations. So once you donate the 500,000 euros, you've fulfilled the criteria for the program largely. What's more, if you apply as part of a group of 5 or more donators, you can combine your philanthropic investments into a project. This reduces the amount required to 400,000 euros each. So again, that may be attractive for some. Before we go through the application process, let's look at the other investment options. I think what we're going to do is have a greater look at them in the following videos. And so what I suggest is that you check out episodes 1, 2, and then 4, 5, 6 to focus on those. On the residency permissions available to you if you apply, you and your family can live and work in Ireland for 2 years. You will be given multiple entry visas for this period. This means that you can enter and leave Ireland as you please. The authorities recognise that you're likely to need to travel internationally for your business or philanthropic endeavours. In terms of absences, you only have to be physically in Ireland for very short periods each year. You can't use the public funds in Ireland, the benefit system. You have to have private medical insurance for you and your family. And once the 2 years has passed, the residency permission can be renewed for an additional 3 years. Then this 5-year period puts you in a position to apply for the equivalent of permanent residence in Ireland, which then renews every 5 years. This also puts you in a position to apply for Irish citizenship, subject to sharing what they call reckonable residence. which I am doing a separate video on. Through applying for Irish citizenship, though, you'll become a national and citizen of Ireland, but also a European Union citizen. Ireland is a committed member of Europe and of the EU, unlike the UK, in light of Brexit and that it's coming out of the European Union. So this gives significant benefits to you as an Irish citizen. You would have free movement around the EU, but even after Brexit, with your Irish passport, the overwhelming likelihood is that you'll also be able to travel freely between Ireland and the UK. Unlike with other EU member states, with Ireland you'll have the best of both worlds, both with the EU freedom of movement and also access to the UK. So I think that's what really makes the Irish citizenship, residency, if you like, by investment, quite attractive. This means then that you and your family can access both the UK and the EU, as I say. So if this is of interest, do check out the other videos. By all means, drop me a message on Skype or WhatsApp, or drop me an email. My contact details are below. I hope that was helpful in explaining the charitable donation route. As I say, the rest of the episodes in this series deal with the other 5 options for securing residency or citizenship in Ireland. I'm available to help you if you have any questions. I look forward to hearing from you if you do get in touch. If not, I will see you in the next video.